misadventures. They're tiny, infinitesimal, so small it makes you doubt. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The lever.
It's a new weightlifting record!
You're so strong. That's so light I could lift it up with my finger.
Oh my! But do you think you could lift up your nightstand?
Don't know. Never tried it.
So then go on. No way! And you are so much bigger than that nightstand. But watch, I can lift this big pencil. And just look how much smaller I am. So, who's stronger, you or me?
Well, I guess it's not me.
The Fixies may be very small, but they are actually much stronger than humans. Yes, it's true. What, you don't believe me? Well, who's stronger, an elephant or an ant? You think it's the elephant. Well, of course, it's so much bigger. But did you know that one ant can lift up 50 ants its own size? And an elephant? It can't even hold up one. So it turns out that for its size, an ant is much stronger than an elephant. And the same goes for Fixies. Fixies are incredibly strong for their size. They can lift things that are 100 times heavier than they are. And Fixies can jump 50 times higher than their own height. If humans were as strong as Fixies are, they'd be able to lift an automobile all by themselves.
Yeah, Tom Thomas. It's time you built up your strength.
Well, how?
Start lifting dumbbells. Or if you want to, you can use my barbell.
No thanks. I'll use the dumbbells my dad has. They're in his office, I think.
Oh, there's one.
And where's the other one? Aha, there you are. I'll get you out of there.
Come on. I'm helping you here.
It's stuck.
All right. Move aside. I'll get it right out. What is this, glued to the floor or something? Hey, what's all the racket?
Hi there, Simka. We can't get the dumbbell out from under there.
Well, of course you can't. The sofa's pressing down on it. So that's what it is. And I was worried that I lost all my strength. Well, that means we have to lift up this sofa.
We can't do that. It's too heavy for us.
We can do it. Tom Thomas, get me your hockey stick from your room. We can't move a sofa with a hockey stick. Don't worry, you'll see.
Here, I brought it. What is it for?
We're gonna use it as a lever.
A lever?
Well, yeah. A lever works the same way that a seesaw does, with a board resting on top of a piece called the fulcrum. But with a lever, one side is longer than the other, and that's the secret to its power. With a lever's help, it's possible to lift any weight. All you need to do is get the short arm of the lever under the load and push down on the long arm. And the longer the arm, the more weight you can lift. And that's how a lever makes people stronger. Well, can we find a fulcrum in here?
Maybe this dumbbell. Can that be our fulcrum?
Great idea. Now you're thinking the right way. You ready to go?
Let's go!
Lean on it, Tom Thomas.
Yay! It's working!
Tadeish!
I'm so strong, did you see? Now watch how I lift Dad's heavy weights for you. Look, I can do it.
It's just like I told you. You'd be better off training with my weights.
Didn't you just see me lift up the sofa?
You didn't lift the sofa, the lever did. Did you ever hear the saying, knowledge is power?
I've heard it.
Although, some physical power won't hurt you either. So pick up your lever and go out and play some hockey. You know how built those hockey players are.
Can you believe that Fixies are such itty-bitty creatures?
Even when they're magnified,
It's hard to see their features. They're tiny, infinitesimal, so small it makes you doubt. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The microphone.
And what do you think? Should we go and see a movie?
Moo?
Hey, you didn't type everything that I said. You should listen more carefully.
And you should try using less words.
Nolik, hey.
Alley-oop? What are you arguing about?
Well, I was writing a letter to Johnny.
I was, not you.
I messed up my finger, and Nolik offered to help me.
I had no idea that you're such a yapper.
Oh,
Now I see. Tom Thomas. Didn't you know that you can call Johnny straight from your computer?
you sure?
You see that picture of the phone? Just click on it.
Hi. So what movie do you want to go see?
Hey there. I don't care. Just not pirates and those robots.
Hey, Tom Thomas. Why aren't you answering me?
I am answering you. Hello? Hello?
Talking to the microphone.
I don't have a microphone.
There you go. End of conversation. All right, then talk right into there. Simka, come on. You use headphones to listen.
It's a joke.
It's no joke. We talk into microphones and listen through headphones. But both of these devices use a special membrane to do their job. The membrane inside of a microphone is used to capture sound that is then sent through wires as an electrical signal. And inside a pair of headphones, a membrane helps turn that electrical signal back into sound. So it turns out that a microphone and headphones are built in a very similar way, even though they are used quite differently.
And so I talk right into here? Johnny, hello?
Just wait a second. First, we need to plug your headphones into the hole where the microphone gets plugged in.
Ah, I get it.
Go ahead. Now it's a microphone.
Johnny, I'm here. Can you hear?
Yeah, he can hear, but you can't. Nolik, switch it over to the headphone jack.
I already saw a robot.
And I already saw it.
Nolik!
I don't think there's anyone who didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Then let's go see it.
No, I don't wanna. I think the robots will be even more boring than the pirates.
Do you want to see the pirates? Make up your mind. Do you want to see the pirates or the robots?
I don't want to see either one. Nolik, what are you doing?
What am I doing? It's 'cause you and Johnny don't listen to each other. I've got a good idea. You need to talk like police on their walkie-talkies. When they're done talking and they're ready for an answer, they say, over.
Great idea.
When we talk to someone using the telephone, there are two channels for the sound. We talk through the first channel and listen to the other person talking through the second one. But sometimes two people need to talk to each other using only one channel. For instance, sailors and taxi drivers use one-channel radio sets. When a radio set's turned on, you can hear the other person talking, but they can't hear you talk unless you push a special button down. Then they'll hear you, but you won't hear them. So that means you have to take turns talking, because if everybody tries talking at once, nobody will understand anything. So then, to let people know that you're done talking, and you're ready to listen to what they have to say over.
Johnny, hello. Why don't we try talking like police on their walkie-talkies? Whenever you're done talking, say to me, over, over.
All right. So are we going to the movies? Over.
Nah, I don't feel like it. Why don't we go play ball instead? Over.
Sounds good. Who were you talking to before? Over.
I can't tell you that. It's classified. And we policemen, we follow the rules. Wow, that worked out great. You two are the best. Over. Oops.
We try our best. Over.
We do. Especially me. I'm completely over.
Fixies go to Fixie schools and study to be masters.
There's so much they need to learn to
Save us from disasters. There isn't one appliance that they don't know about. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The fire extinguisher.
So, who can tell me, in the home, what is the greatest danger of them all?
Chewbacca.
Well, dogs are dangerous for us, but what is very scary for us and for humans?
Fire!
Huh? Where?
I was just answering what you asked us.
Although your joke was awful, Fire, your answer was actually correct. Nothing can be worse than getting caught inside a house on fire.
Don't know much about chemistry, but I can handle circuitry. That's an interesting idea. I have to try it out.
And that's why every Pack-A-Mat has a fire extinguisher inside of it.
And how do you turn them on?
Well, I'll show you at the end of the lesson.
Nolik, listen, yell fire. How come? I just want to find out how the professor turns on a fire extinguisher. Forget it, Fire. I won't do it for you. Fire!
You again!
I was joking.
It's a stupid kind of joke, and I want you to leave right now. Actually, I should call your parents to discuss this terrible behavior. Fire is no joke at all. Remember, never fool with fire. Of course, you should never play with matches or with lighters. Everybody knows that. But those aren't the only things that can cause a fire inside of a house. So can a stove or a fireplace. And don't forget electrical appliances like electric burners, space heaters, and irons. If you act carelessly around any of these appliances, they can cause a fire. And we should never forget to take extra special care with sparklers, candles, and fireworks. Sparks can jump off of them and set fire to highly flammable things like paper, wood, or cloth. So, what do you do if a fire suddenly breaks out? That's right. You call the fire department by dialing the number for all emergencies, 911.
Huh? What's going on? No way. No way! Fire? It's burning for real! Fire! What do I do? Oh yeah! I need a fire extinguisher! Where are you?
And that's how a Pack-A-Mat can become a fire extinguisher. Do you understand?
We understand. There's a fire! It's over there!
Enough! You don't know when to stop fire.
I'm not joking this time. Please believe me, it's there.
Nice try, Fire. Oh, look, he even used smoke this time.
No, Simka. That smoke's from a fire.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that this time it's for real.
It's the truth. I swear I'm not lying.
This time I think it's true. He's not joking. We've got ourselves a real fire here. Tula, Simka, turn off the soldering iron.
Uh-huh. Got it.
Be careful, kids. You have to stay back here away from the fire.
And what can I do to help?
Take out your fire extinguisher. Long ago, people used to put out fires with just water or sand. Today, people also use fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers are cylinders with hoses. They're usually painted red, so they're easy to see. The cylinder is filled up with a special powder or foam. If someone needs to put out a fire, they point the hose at the fire, pull out the safety pin, and squeeze the handle. The foam or powder shoots out of the extinguisher and puts out the fire.
Our fire extinguishers are just too small for this fire. We have to find Professor Eugenius to put it out.
I already did.
All right, where's the fire? Ah! Ooh!
Hooray! We put out the fire!
You Fixies are just the greatest. Thank you. You saved the whole laboratory.
Not at all, colleague.
If not for you Fixies, I can't even fathom how this could have ended.
And what I'm wondering is how the fire got started at all. Fire?
I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, sure. Then who was yelling, fire, fire? You know what? Maybe it was you that set the fire. Well, if that's what happened, don't even think about coming back to school without your parents.
Colleague, wait. It's all my fault. I didn't turn off the soldering iron. Forgive me.
Now we know whose parents the school should be calling.
I almost caught one yesterday.
I chased him, but he fled.
But if I told my dad, he'd say,
It's all inside your head. You really cannot catch them.
Or find their whereabouts. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The internet.
Well, maybe it's,
Don't think so. It's probably,
You call for me, children? What's the matter?
take a look.
I've never seen anything like it.
What in the world could it be?
Hit!
Maybe it's a bathroom scale?
Or a clock with a digital display.
Wait a sec. Are there instructions around here for this thing?
I couldn't find them anywhere.
That's a problem. Well, then let's try to figure it out.
What are you trying to figure out up there? What a huge hockey puck! It's big enough for a monster! And the name is so silly, T-Robot. Why don't they just call it the Trollbot? Or I got it, the Trollboat. Please, stop the racket.
So what could this thing do, huh?
I have no idea.
We could try finding it on the internet.
Where? Just run along, you two. We don't need any internets. We can handle this.
Go on, go. Don't interrupt us. Sure, whatever you say. Come, Nolik. We'll find it out by ourselves. Yeah. How? So, you remember what it was called? A troll boat. Nah. A trollbot. You're right. Hop to it. That's not it. Oh, T-Robot. You're right. There it is. A robotic vacuum cleaner. You mean it vacuums by itself? It's a robot, so yeah. Class. There's just so much cool stuff in this computer. Nolik, this information is not on this computer. It's on the internet. From your computer, you can send a letter to another computer. You can also download a song or a photo from another computer. That's all possible because most of the computers in the world are connected to one another as part of a huge web. And this World Wide Web is what we call the Internet. Thanks to the Internet, we can take a peek at just about anywhere in the world and find information we need about anything.
It's an electronic vegetable slicer.
No, it's a printer for round sheets of paper.
There's no way.
Grandpoos, we found out what they do with it.
You're back again? You mustn't interrupt the adult.
Just wait a second. Nolik, turn it on.
Turn what on? Don't you turn on anything.
Ready, set, jump!
Help me!
No, hold on!
What was that?
It's a robotic vacuum cleaner. It runs itself.
And where did you find the instructions for it?
On the internet. Just ask and it tells you.
You can really just ask and it tells you?
Aha! If you want, we can show you.
We'd love to see it.
Sure, why not? Hip. Whoa!
On the internet. Hey, wait for me!
What's an elephant weigh? What's an elephant weigh? What's an elephant weigh? The answer's easy to get.
It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons here on the internet.
It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons. It says